What is going on, friends? Welcome back to another video with myself, Tawanda, and
the K-Man himself.
The K-Man himself. What we're going to be doing today in this show, and we don't have a name for the show, but I'm thinking the morning show with Tawanda, because what we're going to be doing is going through Twitter, and having coffee. So here's what's trending on Twitter right now. What's trending is Shembe, the #1 trending in South Africa. And it's crazy what happened with the Shembe yesterday. It was a massive march on West Street in Durban, a peaceful protest. It was crazy, man. There was over 10,000 people marching. It was massive, man. It was massive. If you've probably seen the videos, you probably saw the photos. The media says it was like 6,000, but I promise you it was over 10,000. Some are saying even close to 15,000. Now, obviously with those numbers, the first thing you think about, is COVID regulations. The law says that you can't have an outdoor gathering of more than 500 people. But here's the reason for the protest. It's basically leadership conflict in the congregation and in the Shembe community. You know, the Shembe people are saying they want to be led by a certain individual. Another side of the Shembe people are saying that, you know, this is the rightful leader. So they went to court to battle it out, and the court ruled a specific person. But the Shembe people want another guy to be the leader of them. You understand? So it's crazy, man. It's just those type of politics, and that's what led to this massive 10,000 plus people march. But yeah, people are saying that COVID, what's happening? This is wrong. Wear the masks. There's no sanitizer there. What's law enforcement doing? But here's what the Shembe people had to say in response to that. Our interpretation and recognition of Ushembe is not guided by institutes of the law, but by spiritual guidance. So basically, they're saying that the law has no say when it comes to them praising or worshipping or being spiritual. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's crazy, man. Some people saying, does that mean that the law doesn't apply to you guys just because you want to express your religious beliefs? So anyway, it was crazy. But then again, the other side is this. Some people were saying that this transcends religion. You know what I mean? This is frustration to the government and to the regulations of COVID. You know, people are tired of wearing masks and staying indoors and not going out and not being able to just, you know, live life and express themselves. And just like how we had those riots and the looting, it's sort of the same thing. People are angry, they're frustrated, they're hungry, they're tired of what's happening. The one thing should be back to normal. So yeah, that's what happened there. Alright, so the second thing that we're going to be talking about, another thing that was trending on Twitter last night, was Umnakwethu. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one here, but what happened basically on the show last night. The guy apparently said that he abuses women, implied that he beats women, and the guys were like, okay, he looks like the R. Kelly of South Africa. And the guys on Twitter weren't having it. They were like, this guy is our very own R. Kelly, as you can see. That was another thing that was trending, was Ramaphosa. Now, I don't like talking about politics, but basically what's going on here. Ramaphosa authorizes release of Digital Vibes report on what happened on 150 million rand, a 150 million rand contract with Digital Vibes, which recommends criminal charges against former acting director general. And then another article, a very, very interesting article that I read in the newspaper this morning. Man, this is an eye-opener. It gives you a different perspective and opinion when it comes to COVID and the pandemic. You know what I mean? I'm just going to read you sort of like the first two paragraphs. Okay, the second paragraph of this article. Anti-vaccine protesters applauded. That's the headline. Here's the second paragraph. The protesters are correct. COVID-19 is not a pandemic because upwards of 96% of those infected survive. If 30% of the population had died, it would have been a pandemic. In the US, 27,000 doctors have accused the government of falsehood in proclaiming COVID-19 as a pandemic. In Europe, 600 doctors. In Spain, 500. And Germany has also voiced the same indictment. Cool. So if you are in Durban, you can get a copy of the Mercury and read that article. It's actually on the first page, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, second page. Anyway, guys, cool. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the show. We're gonna try and do this every day. So, without any further ado, I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Come closer, come closer.
Superstar go through the back door, hey, they can find me